Joining us back here on the Rich Eisen Show is one of the top pass rushers in the National Football League from the defending world champion, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Shaq Barrett, back here on the Rich Eisen Show. How you doing, Shaq?
I'm doing good. I appreciate you having me on today.
Thank you for coming on. How does that sound, that introduction, world champion, Tampa Bay Buccaneers?
It sounds amazing. I love being a two-time and then with the Bucs because it's been a struggle for the Bucs for a couple years and be able to turn it around, get a fan something to really support.
That's right. And so how much better can your team be?
I think we reached close to where we could be at towards the end of the year. With our defense and offense, we became closer as a team, the camaraderie in the locker room, on the field. Like, we just kept growing now with this whole off season together, and the second year for some of the guys, and then like the third year for the being with the new coaches. So it's going to be still leaps and bounds that we can go, and I think we will achieve it early in the season and keep it going throughout the whole season.
And the concept of keeping the team together, when you guys finished with your boat parade, did you think it would be possible with all the free agents for this to actually have happened?
I thought at least a couple of us would have been gone, but like, we made it work. Jason Light made it work. The front office made it work. I know BA wanted it to work. We wanted it to work. We knew we had some special brewing. We wanted to continue it and keep it going for as long as possible.
Well, I mean, how much of a role did everybody have potentially in talking to one another during the process to keep everybody together? I mean, was there a conversation amongst all of you, with you and your fellow Bucs who were up, to say let's kind of do it all together? But obviously, you needed to get yours, for the lack of a better phrase. I mean, that's what this game is about, is winning, but also taking advantage of your opportunities monetarily while you can. So what was that like?
So we really didn't have no conversations. We knew that what we had was special as a unit, as a team. So we knew that. Well, I knew, if I could speak personally, I knew that I didn't want to leave this organization. I love the way they do things here. The locker room, we had a lot of great guys in the locker room. It's just a first-class organization all the way around. And now we added the winning tour, so now it's most definitely a first-class organization all the way around. But I think we just all knew that something special could take place here, and we wanted to be a part of it. And we all was able to pretty much reach deals that satisfied us, satisfied the front office. Well, not even satisfied, made me happy, and I know it made a lot of other people happy. So we eventually, we pretty much did what was best for us, and what was best for us was everybody coming back here to be a part of winning and still being able to make some money as well.
And it's got to be quite a feeling as well that everybody's back, right? It's got to be a great feeling that you know, if the front office told you, hey, we can't go to this number because we've got to sign other people, and trust us, we'll do our best to do it, and then they did it. That's got to be quite a feeling as you guys get set to reunite at the mandatory minicamp next week, I imagine.
Yes, sir. Like you said it perfectly. Like, having everyone back together, like, man, it's just the best feeling. Like, how we was able to maneuver all the numbers so that cap hit would be able to make it work for this year. So, like, they did their job in the front office for sure. We did our job by negotiating, making it work here. I know, man. I know, like, everybody here who was here last year is happy to be back again. We love our coaches, love our teammates. Like I said it earlier, but, like, everyone here is, like, great people here. They do everything right, and just to see the way they was able to get everything going and to manipulate the situation to be able to afford everybody and bring everybody back is just perfect. And I'm happy that we get to build another year together to I want to become a dynasty. So that's what pretty much motivated me. I'm pretty sure that what motivated a lot of other people too.
Shaq Barrett right here on the Rich Eisen Show from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, you've said in the first couple minutes of our conversation here, a couple of times at least, that they do it right here. That they're first class and do it right here with the Buccaneers. What do you mean by that? What do they do right, Shaq?
So just like having the coaches that we have a lot of coaches who played before, so they understand, like, and don't ask for unreasonable things in practice. They don't want you to sit here and just do stuff that don't have no effect on the game. And I've been to situations where they coached on every little thing, nitpicked everything, and it's good for some situations. But the situation that we is down here, like we all grown, man. We know how we need to handle our business. BA is a great coach, a player's coach. He know when to push the gas, when to push the brake with us. So just front office, they know like how to communicate everything down to us. They don't like sugarcoat anything. They keep it real with us, and that's the only thing you can ask for is for 100% honesty. And to the best of my knowledge, I'm pretty sure everybody's been getting it on the team. Like even when it was a tough situation when a guy was coming out and he's putting another guy in on certain downs, like the coaches communicated what was going on, how they was going to handle it, and that's all we want is just the honesty and the openness so we can know what's going on instead of saying, like, yeah, you going to be in there, we want you in there, and then as soon as the game comes, you're not in there. So just being honest. That's pretty much doing things the right way, just being honest and communicating with your players.
So while we're being honest here, what point did things click for you last year as a team? Because we all know that it wasn't a 16-0 season. It was catching fire after Thanksgiving and then not letting up on the gas the entire way till you celebrated a championship. Because and then the first time you saw Kansas City, that first quarter was a nightmare. When did things kind of click for you? Was there a moment, a play? What can you tell me, Shaquille Barrett?
So what it started clicking was probably that Kansas City game after we went out there, laid an egg, and pretty much the first half. We came back in at halftime and just Coach Bowles just got us together saying, like, minus them big plays, he was doing a pretty good job. So we came out, changed the play call, and we had, like, Coach Bowles did a great job with game planning all the time. So he always put us in the right position to succeed. So coming in after the halftime, I think that's when stuff started clicking for us, and we started to realize how good we could be if we eliminated the big plays and everybody do their role on defense. And probably, I would say most definitely after the Chiefs game, we started to find our groove and start to hit the gas. But for me personally, I don't really think I hit the gas until like the Saints playoff game is when I was able to find my rhythm and get going. And like the way I judge my play on the field is like the Saints game is when I started like playing the way that I wanted to play and stopped thinking too much and just started bringing out the inner child in me. Like, man, this opportunity too big to let it pass me by. So make sure I do everything possible to help the team get to the Super Bowl and win a Super Bowl, because going to the playoffs is fun, but nobody want to go to the playoffs and just lose and start all over next year. So that was like my main thing. I don't want to start all over next year without being the champion. So I was going to do and will the team to victory as much as I could.
I don't know if you saw, Shaquille Barrett, the announcement involving Tom Brady and Phil Mickelson against Aaron Rodgers and Bryson DeChambeau in a golf outing on July 6th. And Brady tweeting at Bryson DeChambeau, known for his prodigious 350, 360-yard drives, telling him that he should learn to lay up because his partner, we know Aaron Rodgers, isn't going for it. Did you see that tweet from Brady?
Yeah, that exchanges was funny online. I was getting a nice little kick out of it. I just like the funny and the joking part of it. Glad that everybody could have fun with it, and fun at other people's expense, because I know
I was about to say I don't know if everyone was having fun with it, but I guess that's my way of also walking in through the side door here. Were you surprised that Rodgers trotted off the field on that fourth down in the NFC Championship game?
Yeah, I was, for sure. I was telling the defense, like, no, come back, they're gonna go for it. And then I look over to that sideline, so that kicker running there. I'm like, oh, I appreciate that. I was 100% confident that our offense was not going to give him the ball back to give him opportunity to come and get any scoring play or anything going. Because I saw early in the year, 4-minute situations, we've been real good earlier. So I had 100% confidence that we were sealing the game after they kicked that field goal.
I mean, look, Shaquille, I know in your rookie season you came up and you saw Peyton Manning, obviously in Denver, and you're a 2-time Super Bowl champion. And then, Brady now. what is it like being a teammate of Tom's when you say something the offense isn't going to give the ball back? I mean, most of America pretty much sensed that as well at the time. So what is that like for you?
Oh, it feels good because, Tom been in every situation possible. He always going to maintain his cool, and he always going to pretty much make the best play and put us in position to succeed. And, that's what he's been doing game in, game out. So having that veteran leadership out there on the field, off the field is just amazing. His his personality in the locker room is cool. I didn't get to interact with Peyton too much because I was young. I just wanted to stay out the way and try to earn my spot on the team.
Right.
Yeah, so I'll be interacting with Tom a little bit more. And he's a cool guy, funny guy. We talk about my time in Denver versus the Patriots and stuff, bring that up from time to time. And it just be fun. It's fun to have him on the team. And I love his fire that he played with on the field. And I think that might be the only difference between Peyton and Tom. You could see the fire in Tom on the field, and Peyton, he's more laid back on the field. But I love playing with both of them for sure, and I'm happy I was able to win with both of them.
Well, I guess maybe one of the reasons why you didn't see Peyton's, anger on the field or intensity on the field is you weren't a wide receiver, maybe running the wrong route for him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was animal for sure.
You were just trying to get him back on the field. So, hey, Shaquille, thank you for the time. I appreciate it. Best of luck. You'll be at the mandatory minicamp next week with your teammates. Enjoy that. And congrats on you hitting your multi-year contract. You played your way into it and then to a ring with Tampa. Congratulations on that.
I appreciate it, and I'm most definitely looking forward to getting back with the guys and start continue this progress we made this past year, the latter half of the year, and I appreciate the contract that they gave me, and I'm just ready to work, and they're going to know that it was worth it.
Thanks for the call, Shaquille. Congrats.
All right, thanks.
We'll do it again soon. At Shaquille with just one L, Barrett on Twitter. At Moochman6 on Instagram. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.